Yes lads, it's Tubian Talks Footy, and in today's video, I just know you wanted a loud yes lads. I'm living in your head rent free. In today's video, we have got for you the best player at every Premier League club. And yes, I am correct. I know I'm correct because I'm reading the timeout. It is currently 29 minutes past midnight. The absolute carnage in this living room, I can sense it. We are filming the best player at every Premier League club, and it's a special one because it includes the new set of the 2021 sides. Bournemouth, Watford and Norwich are out. Fulham, West Brom and Leeds are in. So welcome boys, welcome to the Holy Grail, which is Tubian Talks Footy ranking. Not really ranking, but Tubian Talks Footy videos. Welcome Fulham, Leeds and West Brom. You deserve your place here. So without further ado, let's not be around the bush and get into the best player at every Premier League club. Let's do this. Arsenal, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the Gabonese striker. Yes, he's 32, 32, 30 plus goals this season. He is in elite tier for Arsenal players and strikers in this league. What a player. Couldn't have really picked anyone else, let's be real. He was just a clear main name when I thought, who's the best player at my club? It's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now all we need is for him to sign the contract and stay another year. That's all we're asking for. That is all we're asking for. Aston Villa, Jack Grealish. Now this guy is clearly a fan's favourite. Fans player of the season and players player of the season saw the other day, which is a huge achievement. Double figures for goals and assists in all competitions. The Villa fans absolutely love him. Surely he knows he's the best player at Villa Park. Surely the fans know, and surely the manager, Dean Smith, knows it. They all know it. Could have gone with John McGinn, maybe. Grealish for me is far superior. Probably better than James Maddison at this current moment. Wanted by some big clubs and also a very big price tag on this lad. He's a star for the future. Gareth Southgate, keep your eyes peeled. Brighton, Lewis Dunk. Now, this lad has been with Brighton from Withdean, one of their first ever stadiums, while he was a youth player to Wembley. They have a song about it, from Withdean to Wembley. Everywhere we go, Dunk is one of their own. That is a song, he's one of our own. Lewis Dunk at the back, the big number 5, holding the pack together, solidifies their defence. He is the kind of the glue, the prick stick to their defence, pulls the strings like a tampon thief. Oh my god, what a simile. Right in there, absolutely class. Act. I would take him at Arsenal. He's solid, superb. On his day, he can beast off any striker in the world. And I've met him as well. Insert the picture right over there, which you just love to see as well. Burnley, Nick Pope. Now, this lad at Turf Moor has made some unbelievable worldy of saves. 15 clean sheets, was one clean sheet away from winning the Golden Glove, but Edison just edged it. The fans at Turf Moor, and yes, there are fans at Turf Moor, believe it or not, they absolutely love him. So does Sean Dyche. Every player in this video is loved by their fans, let's be real. Let's not even beat around the bush. This guy has saved Burnley time and time again. Could have picked a couple of players from their back four, to be fair, but I went with Perpet, Sarah Southgate, but keep your eyes peeled for this lad. Euro 2020, he should be England's number one. England's number one. Perpet, trust me. Chelsea, Christian Pulisic. Now, it's the American, Captain America. What an absolute plur of a plur this guy is. He has got double figures in goals and assists this season. The Stamford Bridge faithful, once again, they love him. He's been injured for a couple of months, which is amazing to see. He's got 12 goals, I think 10 assists as well, which is superb. Adds a whole new dimension to Chelsea's style of play. And if Kai Havertz comes in, they're just going to do absolute wonders to Premier League defences, and I really don't want to think about it. Imagine him with Timo Werner up front and Hakim Ziyech. That is all I'm saying. He's a top baller, hugely underrated. Crystal Palace, Wilfried Zaha, the Selhurst Park lads absolutely love him. You know, that crazy corner behind the goal. Roy Hodgson always relies on him to get the goal for Crystal Palace. That was an awful impression. But Roy Hodgson absolutely loves Wilfried Zaha, wanted by some big clubs around Europe as well. Arsenal, Everton, Napoli, all after his signature. And you can see why. He's a very talented player, by far the best player at Crystal Palace. Everton, Richarlison. This lad came from Watford for 50 million, offers a new dimension to their attack. The Brazilian guy, all the Goodison Park fans absolutely love him. Creative, adds flair, goals, assists, whatever you want. Richarlison is the full package. Fulham, Alexander Mitrovic, the Serbian lad up top, pretty much the main reason, apart from Joe Bryan, the main reason why Fulham are a Premier League club this season, pretty much, yeah, because we are in this season. It feels amazing to say that. Yeah, I'm sure he will cause some havoc to Premier League defenders. Nothing much else left to say. The big Serb up top is big Alexander Mitrovic. Doesn't look like he's going to leave Fulham. Happy there, loves the club. Club loves him, fans love him, he loves the fans. Can't go wrong with big Mitro up top for the Cottagers. Leeds, Calvin Phillips. Now this lad, although he has a questionable barnet, questionable haircut up top. Oh, my hair actually looked quite good there. Actually, no, we'll just keep it like that, whatever. We move. This lad came from the Manchester City, Manchester City Academy. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, lads. Oh my God. Came to Ellen Road and absolutely shook up the championship. Only about 23, 24, but has been Leeds' real standout player last season in the championship. Could have gone for a few other players. Mateusz Klich. I can't think. Pablo Hernandez maybe as well. I don't know. Ezgan Alioski. He's a class player. Luke Ayling. The list is endless. Leeds have a very good team. And I'm sure they will cause some surprises in the Premier League. Leicester, Jamie Vardy. He's 33, reaching the peak of his career. Premier League Golden Boot last season. Nothing else left to say. I'm just going to leave it at that. That's Jamie Vardy. Liverpool, Sadio Mane. Could have picked a number of players. Could have picked Andy Robertson. Could have picked Virgil van Dijk. Could have picked Trent Alexander-Arnold. Could have picked Mo Salah. Could have picked Jordan Henderson. But I picked Sadio Mane. Kind of just edged it for me from Mo Salah. And to be fair, I should have gone with Mo Salah. So I'm just going to talk about Mo Salah anyway. What is going on? Mo Salah, the Egyptian king. Anfield arises when he plays. Top scorer this season for Liverpool in all competitions, I believe. Maybe joined with Mane, maybe just slightly ahead of him. Mane might be slightly ahead of him. We're just going to talk about Mane and Salah. They're both the same player. Let's just pretend that, yeah. Liverpool's best player is Sadio Salah and Mohamed Mane. Oh my God, that worked perfectly. This is brilliant. Manchester City, Kevin De Bruyne, the ginger Belgian lad. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Nothing else left to say. It is Kevin De Bruyne. We're just going to move on to the next one. I'm looking like Kylian Mbappe. It's Kevin De Bruyne. 20 assists in the Premier League. Nothing else left to say. Manchester United, and this will surprise you, Paul Pogba, the Frenchman. So versatile in my opinion. So underrated. I could have gone with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford, maybe even Mason Greenwood, but I went for Pogba because he just adds something so different to the Man U team. When he's in it, they look like a different squad, playing some beautiful attacking football. This guy can pass, play long balls, through balls, he can shoot, he can do the lot. He needs a lot more respect, so please put a lot more respect on Paul Pogba's name. Top quality lad, could have chosen a couple of other players, but he just edged it for me, and I know you're going to slate me, but I don't care. Pogba is a top baller. Newcastle United, Alan Saint-Maximin. Once again, I've gone for an attacker like Crystal Palace. Could have chosen the goalkeeper, could have chosen some defenders like maybe Jamal Lascelles, maybe even Matt Ritchie. My voice is breaking. It is currently 6 minutes to 1 in the morning, and I'm talking about a Frenchman with a Gucci bandana who runs down the wing for a team managed by Steve Bruce, the lover of doner kebabs. What is life? I'm loving life. My life has peaked. Alan Saint-Maximin dribbles past defenders, absolutely gives defenders nightmares and destroys them and their families' lives. Nothing else left to say. Alan Saint-Maximin came from Nice, last summer and has shaken up the Premier League with his bamboozled skills. Cannot wait to see what he does for the Toon Army next season in the Premier League. Sheffield United, Sander Berge. Now, this one will surprise you lot. And yeah, I know, before you want to think and comment, it is not 1 a.m. anymore. It is the next day, the day after, but the best player at Bramall Lane under Chris Wilder, in my opinion, is the Belgian young midfielder. Came from Genk in the January transfer window and has been, for me, the best player in that Sheffield United midfield. And there is some competition from John Fleck, John Lundstrom, also the wing backs. I could have chosen as the best player Ender Stevens and George Baldock, but Sander Berge is creative, can pass the ball very well, also very good on the ball and defensively. So this lad has it all. He will go far. Trust me, Sander Berge is the best player for the Blades. Southampton, Danny Ings. Nothing left to say. I've said this 5 times already. 22 goals in the Premier League this season. Who else was I going to pick? Danny Ings. Tottenham Hotspur, Son Heung-min. Son, for me, is the best player at Spurs. Could have chosen Harry Kane or a couple of other players as well. But just Son edges it for me. He's got the full package. He's Korean. He came from the army. And I'm not going to say anything else. He can score. He can assist. That's it. Not talking any more highly of him. We move on. West Bromwich Albion, Mateus Pereira. Came from Sporting Lisbon in the summer, or last summer, came on loan, got 14 assists for West Brom in the Championship last season, which was absolutely superb. Their best player by a mile under Slaven Bilic. Cannot wait to see what he will do in the Premier League under the Croatian manager this season. He might shake things up, he might flop, you never know. I think he'll shake things up. We'll have to wait and see. Mateus Pereira, the best player at the Hawthorn. West Ham United, Mikel Antonio. This guy came for only, I think, around 10 million it was, from Nottingham Forest a couple of seasons ago. And he's been absolutely superb for the Irons. He's been their main man this season since lockdown. He's got 7 goals and 4 assists. He's been the best player in the Premier League since lockdown. He won the July Player of the Month. But not just that, he causes havoc to defenders. He's strong, he's feisty, and he can score a fair few goals as well. This lad has had a top season. Mikel Antonio, the best player at the London Stadium. Huge season upcoming for him under David Moyes. And finally, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Raul Jimenez. Could have chosen a number of players, but this guy, top scorer, scored around 30 goals in all competitions this season, pretty much because of the Europa League qualifying rounds earlier, well, at the beginning of the season, about a year ago now. God, this feels like a lifetime ago where last season started. It was around a year ago. Absolute limbs. This lad is what? Oh, he's just a goal scorer. Nothing else left to say. Raul Jimenez, the best player at Molineux, top baller. For me, in the top 4 strikers in the Premier League this season. And that is a huge shout. And that is where this huge video comes to an end, lads. If you have enjoyed it, you already know what to do. Smash that like button for more of this Premier League content, and smash it if you're excited to see my Premier League content return to the channel. My hair is all over the place, but we don't talk about that. Subscribe if you are new. On the road to 700 subscribers now, so let's get there in the next couple of days. Why not? Why goddamn not? It's going to be absolute carnage. I will see you in the next video, and until then, stay tuned for all the content coming your way on this channel. It's mad. It's 2 Talk Footy. In a bit, lads. I'll see you in the next one.